Good evening. This evening we're going to quickly discuss the laws of kitniot. We spoke about it already, but now specifically we're getting a lot of questions about having rice on Passover. Practically is as follows. It all depends on your family tradition. Some Sephardic families do have rice, some don't. One should always stick as much as possible to their family tradition. Even amongst Moroccans, many don't have rice, and there are definitely some that do have the minhag to have rice. If one wants to have rice, this is what happens. This is the way to do it. You have two options. Option number one is to buy, for quite expensive, OUP rice. OUP with kitniot sign, kosher for Passover rice. And that means that the rice was checked already, that there is no issues of other grains, specifically that of wheat and barley that are in there. That's one way to go about it. It's an easy way, it's hassle-free. It's a little more expensive way to go about it. Another way to go about rice is to make sure you get 100% unflavored or no additions added to, whether it's brown rice or even white rice, either or, and checking it before Pesach. That means, obviously, to use a new bag, ideally, that's the proper thing to do. Buy a bag of rice at home, and either you or your wife make sure that you check the rice. The minhag is to check the rice 3 times. The way to do it would be to either put it on a table that you already cleaned with a bowl under, spread on the table, and then go like this to making sure you see any black, anything that looks not like the regular rice, you'd put that to the side. Or you could put it on a tray and then keep on moving and going through the rice. Traditionally, we do that 3 times to make sure that there's nothing else besides for rice in there. That's for those who want to have rice. Believe it or not, according to Chavadia Yosef, Sfaradim, who even though if they know that their family tradition was to not have rice, are able to, with no issue, make hatarat nidarim on this tradition. Differently, he says for Ashkenazim that want to have rice, and their tradition is and was to not have rice, since it is a minhag that was widely accepted by all Ashkenazim, their hatarat nidarim would not work. So that comes out, unless as a woman you marry a Sephardic man, no Ashkenazim will be eating any rice on Pesach. Sfaradim have the option, if it's already the family minhag to have rice, bechavod. If it's not the family minhag to have rice, and you really want it so badly, and obviously asking permission, whether it's from your parents or your grandparents, you don't want to offend anybody, you can do hatarat nidarim and have the rice. Again, the rice does not need an OUP. It could have an OUP, but if you have no OUP on it, before Pesach it needs to be bought, it needs to be checked to make sure that there are no other grains, such as those that are doubtful for chametz to be in their Be'ezrat Hashem. Some people like to be sensitive. If you're inviting people that don't eat rice at your house, to be sensitive and not serve rice that meal for Pesach. Others say it's not an issue. There's the halacha of going after the balabait, which would even say someone who has a tradition not to eat rice, halachically speaking, could even eat rice if they go to someone else's house that is serving rice. Speak about that at another time. But anyways, that is the law for rice, which does fall under some traditions, yes or no. This evening after Arvit, we invited